How to optimize your sleep for building muscle in high school. So really quick, why do we want to optimize our sleep? Two main reasons. The first one is because when you sleep, that's when your body actually creates the hormones that allow your body to build muscle. And then second is because when you sleep, that's when you get the most recovery. And that's kind of obvious because your body's not doing anything. You're not using your muscles. So the first step to optimizing your sleep for muscle recovery and growth is getting 8 hours. You need to get your 8 hours of sleep, at least try to as best as you can, just to give your body time to generate and create enough of those hormones, and to give your muscles time to just be completely out of use and just getting as much recovery as they can. This is especially important if you're training super intense, like I advise people to do. Second is consistency. Waking up and going to bed at the same time every day is actually super good for your sleep, and nobody really talks about that. So even if you wake up later and you go to bed really late, it's still okay as long as you do it within 30-minute window of the same time every single day. So if you're going to bed at 11:30 and you wake up at 8 every single day, you're gonna have much better sleep than if you try to wake up at 11 or go to sleep at 11:30 one day, and then the next day you try to go to bed earlier to get more sleep. If you do that all the time and you switch it around, over the long term, you're gonna get a lot worse sleep, and you're not gonna be able to get to that deeper level of sleep where your muscles are getting more recovery and your body's generating more hormones for muscle growth. Next is going to bed early and waking up early. This isn't super important if you are getting a consistent bedtime and a consistent wake up time, but it is better for you to go to bed before, I don't remember what that stat is, there was an actual study done on this, but it's better for you to go to bed and wake up earlier if you can. But obviously if you're in high school, that's not always gonna happen. So it's better to just set your specific bedtime for later in the day. Next is what you eat. What you eat right before you sleep does have a big impact on how you sleep, and more importantly, when you eat. So before you eat, I would recommend eating carbs, because carbs help lower cortisol, which is your stress hormone, and that just helps you get into a more calm, soothed, relaxed mood. You also don't want to eat a ton right before you sleep, because then that's gonna bring a lot of blood to your gut, and your body's gonna stay awake trying to digest all that food instead of actually getting the deep sleep and recovery it needs. And then the last thing for optimizing your sleep is just sleep disruptors. So things that can negatively impact your sleep even while you're sleeping. The two things I have are caffeine and phone use. So caffeine obviously keeps you awake, but even if you have it 3 or 4 hours before you go to bed, you might be able to fall asleep, but you're gonna have a lot worse quality sleep, because your body's not gonna be able to get to that deeper level of sleep where it's generating more hormones for growth and where it's getting that better muscle recovery. So just try to avoid caffeine. Try to cut it off at 11 or 12. That's what I do. I try not to drink caffeine past 11 in the morning. Obviously, it doesn't always work out that way, but that's what I try to do. And then last, phone use, just try to use the, what's it called? Sleep mode on the brightness, display and screen, put it to the max, and just, because that cuts out blue light, which blue light right before you go to bed is gonna keep your brain on, because it's the most powerful color of light. So just go into your phone settings, turn off blue light. If you're into this kind of thing and you want more information about recovery, building muscle, training, diet, whatever, my one-on-one coaching is in the description. And get better sleep, get big.